everyone, and welcome back to Purple Herb. Earlier this week, I uploaded a video about the deluxe costumes, basically asking you, the viewer, which costume are you going to pick on either your first playthrough or your second playthrough of Resident Evil 4 Remake? Well, based off the comments, it seems the winner is Villain Leon. There's just no getting past those red eyes and the feather coat he's rocking. And let's not forget the red filter he comes with. I think it's going to be a great experience playing as Villain Leon with the red filter. Now, me personally, what I would love to see, and I think it would be absolutely epic, is if we do have Leon meet Wesker. And if we do, let's have Leon wear the villain costume while he meets Wesker. I think that would be a epic scene in the Resident Evil universe. But enough of the costumes. Let's get more into the deluxe edition package. What other items are you going to get with the deluxe edition? First up, we are going to go over the deluxe weapons here. And I will say that both of these weapons are weapons that either should have returned in one game or didn't make it in another but appeared in a movie. So they kind of have some history, and it seems that Capcom is trying to make it right and make these guns available in the best way possible. And I think with Resident Evil 4 Remake, we're going to get just that. To kick things off, we are going to look at the Sentinel 9 handgun. Again, this gun does have history because it was advertised to be in Resident Evil 6, but it did not make it into the final version of the game. Now you may ask yourself, where was it advertised? Well, there is a high quality airsoft company called Tokyo Mayu, and basically they advertised and sold the handgun. Now this gun did appear in Resident Evil Vendetta. If you haven't seen the movie, you need to go watch it. Leon basically is pulling John Wick in the Resident Evil universe, and he's using the Sentinel 9. I can't wait to use this gun in Resident Evil 4 Remake and to compare the sounds of all the handguns, especially with the Sentinel 9. Moving right along, let's get into the Skull Shaker. Now, I don't know much about the history of this weapon, only that it was in Resident Evil 3 and it was called the Western Custom. So now it is back again. And my guess is this gun has returned because it did not make an appearance in Resident Evil 3 Remake, so they're going to bring it back in Resident Evil 4. Now, what I find interesting is that if you go to the Xbox store and you go and click on the description, or if you click on this item, you can actually read the description. So basically the description is saying that the Skull Shaker is a shotgun, a sawed-off shotgun at that. Now, I am no weapons expert at all, but I don't think, or I don't know if a pull lever shotgun or action lever shotgun. This is more, it looks more of like a carbine to me, but I guess they've modified it into like a shotgun. So if you're aware of this type of weapon, then please comment below. Now, with that being said, it pretty much states that this gun is great for close indoor encounters and that it's great for maneuvering around and things like that. So that just lets me know that the weapons that is going to be in Resident Evil 4 Remake will affect Leon's agility. You know, it's going to slow him down and so on. So I think that's a very great detail to add. Now, more importantly, it says that this deluxe weapon can be claimed from the storage menu at any typewriter. I think this is a way of saying Resident Evil 4 Remake will, for the first time, feature item boxes. Now, if you go back and look at my breakdown of the collector's edition I did 2 months ago, I essentially said that the collector's edition from Resident Evil 2 Remake up until 4 have a trend. Okay, they all come in a box, and the box is supposed to represent the item box. Well, for Resident Evil 4, I suggested the weapons case, but after seeing this, I'm fully convinced that Resident Evil 4 Remake is going to have item boxes, and the item box is going to look like the same one the Leon statue is going to come in. Back to the Skull Shaker, I do look forward to using it because I am really looking forward to shaking some skulls. Now, let's move on to the treasure map. There's not really a lot to talk about here because we know this will be unlockable in the game itself, but it does give players the upper hand because as soon as they load in, they'll be able to find some treasures in the village, I'm assuming, and yeah, get their money up and go get some upgrades. Call it wishful thinking, but having sunglasses be an item, an accessory for Leon, for me, screams Wesker. Most Resident Evil fans associate Resident Evil and sunglasses with Wesker. This item that's a part of the deluxe edition, I think, is a little teaser hinting to the return of Wesker. Now, we all know it's going to happen, of course, but still, that's my theory. That being said, I think this is a cool addition to add to the experience. I mean, really, guys, we're getting the filter, the villain filter, the hero filter, all the costumes, and now you can even put sunglasses on Leon. This game is going to be absolutely phenomenal, and I just can't wait. We're so close, it's just around the corner, and we are now going to get into the best part of the whole deluxe edition package, the item that is required for any Resident Evil remake. And that item is going to be the original soundtrack from Resident Evil 4. Me personally, I just love this idea and concept that Capcom has included with their remakes because look at Resident Evil 2. Most players, including myself, use the OG soundtrack, and I can't wait to experience Resident Evil 4 Remake with the OG soundtrack. So yeah, that is all the items you're going to get with that deluxe edition package. The costumes, the weapons, the treasure map, the glasses, and then the OG soundtrack. Now, here's another question for you. Of all of these items, because there is a lot, what are you most excited for? Again, for me with the costumes, it would have to be romantic, but overall, the whole package is gonna have to be the original soundtrack because the original soundtrack is so iconic. I literally fall asleep listening to the save theme, but that's just me. So comment below, let me know, and remember, survive the horror with Purple Herb.